Hey, what's up YouTube? I just wanted to showcase my new charging box. I'm taking advantage of these rigid cases, and if you haven't seen these before, they're pretty amazing. They're at Home Depot. They're really cheap. They're only like 30, 40, and 60 bucks, and they all stack and roll and all that. I like them a lot better than the traditional Pelican cases that a lot of people are using, just because of their price point and the whole stackability feature. But I didn't really want to show off that. I really just want to show off my case, so let's check this out. Right, now, the reason I did all this was because I was originally hauling out these 3 boxes plus a whole bunch of other gear. I was loading up my trunk and the backseat of my car with all sorts of stuff, and it's great to have all this stuff, and it makes you feel like you got a lot going on, but it's really annoying hauling all the stuff out all the time. So I essentially tried to condense everything except for this box. This box here I use for all my extra parts and tools and all that. This extra crap in there, but that'll probably just stay in the trunk. But all this other stuff, all this, your charging and FPV and your quads and your controllers and all this stuff that you use all the time, I wanted to condense it down to one box if I could. So that's why I kind of went through this whole project. So let's reveal what's going on inside here. Essentially, we've got 2 major sections. We've got the lower section, which is the charging piece, and then we've got the upper section, which is the FPV portion of it and the entertainment. So let me go ahead and dive into all that. So right here we've got a standard iCharger 308. I'm not really going to go into details on that. Essentially it's just a 2-channel charger, and all the wires and stuff are hidden underneath. So if I go ahead and lift the lid with one hand, you'll see it's a horrible rat's nest of wires in there. Not very proud of all that, but that being said, with all this, I do have the ability of unplugging the 1200 watt HP power supply, which runs off AC. And I could plug into just a 12-volt car battery really easily using the banana leads. But aside from all that, all these other wires, probably won't ever see that. One extra fun feature I did add in is I put the battery checker in there. I know the charger will check batteries and all that, but I'm usually charging on both channels. And I'll show you those in a second. But I figured I always need my battery checker, so I just gone ahead and set that up in here. And it's wired for 4-cell because that's what I use all the time, but you can kind of force a 2-cell into there if you really need to, and you guys see how all these work, so I don't know why I'm showing this to you, but pretty cool that it's built in and shows you your battery cells. Alright, so looking at the sides here, we've got 2 parallel boards, and I don't generally charge in parallel anyways, but I did put 2 XT60 pigtails on there and 2 balance leads for 4-cell, so I can quickly plug in 1 to 2 on there, and of course I could always plug more just by plugging in some more connectors. So there's 2 of those, 1 on each side. I do have some Fat Shark charging plugged into here as well, so that'll be for my goggles. And of course right now I also am doing a lot of Tiny Whoop, so I got a little balance port for Tiny Whoop should I need that. What I also did was I added the whole lid here is filled with a bunch of FPV gear, so there's a lot going on in here. I'm not going to open this one up because this one's a little bit of a pain in the butt to put back together, but there's a lot of stuff happening here, so let me go ahead and go over all that. Alright, so essentially what's going on here is we've got the screen for viewing, and that's on a switch, and if I turn the screen on you'll see that it is a split screen, so it does have it does display up to 4 video channels at once, and that's because inside here there's a whole security monitor system in here which takes 4 video feeds. With that being said, I do have 3 separate receivers built in, so they're all set to their respective channels there. And we can change all that pretty quickly. So I said there's 3 built-in receivers, and this will display up to 4. So let me show you where the 4th channel comes in. Alright, so on the back of the case, got couple power ins and outs, and those are just through XT60 connections, so you can see those right there. I also did kind of glue in a 12-volt barrel jack, sorry you can't see that, for like Fat Shark goggles or anything else you want to power externally from the built-in power supply, which is right there. So there is the power output. There's also a couple video ports here, so I got one plugged in right here, and then that's video in for the 4th receiver, and then we've also got video out, so we can take the 4-screen and 4 security split screen and put that onto a projector or a big screen TV. So yeah, so that's the video in. That'll be the 4th receiver, and I did that because I do my own separate diversity receiver when I'm flying, so I have that mounted on a tripod, which I'm currently using to shoot this video. But that'll all plug in through power with the XT60 and video from there. And I would probably go ahead and attach a splitter cable in there, and then plug in a separate video cable and send that into my Fat Shark goggles, so that way I get the clean diversity signal from the tripod mounted receiver. So that's where the 4th video receiver comes in. And so once that's all going, I can just go ahead and plug in something like the tiny whoop here so you can see video working. So you guys got video on the 2nd channel here, which we're pulling 5740. And because of the whole security system, you can maximize and do different split screens and all that. And like I said, there is the video output on the back of the screen here, on the back of the lid here. That way we can take this 4-player split screen deal and put that onto a projector, and everybody can kind of watch and enjoy multiple pilots all at once. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, this is sort of an entertainment setup, or the entertainment side. So I did build in a Bluetooth speaker, so I'll go ahead and power that up. And I put that on the switch because obviously when I'm at home charging, I don't want it like taking my phone calls from me or something. So that is on a switch, so I can turn that off. And of course it is Bluetooth, so as I go ahead and get music playing, and of course the volume's all through the phone and all that, so you can do all that from your phone, which is pretty cool. And as if that wasn't enough, listening to music might take a little bit of power, so I did build in a phone cable, with just a phone or car charger. And so then that way I can still charge my phone at the field, and if I'm using like Spotify and using internet for music or something. But that's the whole entertainment side of it, the FPV, the Bluetooth speakers, the 4 channels so you can see all your friends at once, and the charging section on the bottom. And I did want to have a little bit extra fun with it, so I did put some extra bling into it, so I'd like to show that to you. And this extra bling is just some simple LEDs, and so those LEDs are attached to an Arduino, so they're doing a little pulsating glowing thing, so if you kind of look closely you'll see them kind of swelling in and out. I thought that would be kind of fun to do, and so that's pretty cool. I did put it on a switch just in case it gets really annoying, at nighttime or something, so I can go ahead and turn that all off. But otherwise they'll sit and glow, and I think it looks pretty cool with the orange, makes that glow pretty nicely. So if you have any thoughts, comments, or anything like that, or if you'd like to kind of show off your FPV setup or charging box, I definitely got a lot of inspiration from what I saw out there on the internet and a lot of these different groups that I'm a part of, so thank you for that. If you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, subscribing, doing all that stuff, and keep the conversation going. Let me know what you're doing. Maybe give me some tips or something else maybe I could do with my box to make it just that much better. But overall, this is kind of a fun project, and let me know what you guys think about it.